I mean, if this was to turn into a feature, it's got to be called Common Zense, hasn't it, at this stage?
I think it has got to be called Common Zense.
Ring the bell again, Dave.
Go on then.
Right then, everyone. A couple of weeks ago, Elis poured scorn on wisdom. He set the cause of mindfulness back 1,000 million years.
No, it's a shame.
Should we play a clip, Dave?
Okay.
The glass is already broken.
No, it's not. I can see it.
Elis, the glass is already broken.
No, looking at it.
It's already broken.
But I'm not partially sighted. I'm fine. Looking at an unbroken.
What does that mean? I'm more interested in this than him.
Okay.
But at the
Oh, no,
same
you're
time,
not. Dave, you're like the Cortinas.
So there you go. Elis bringing his cynicism to the world of...
It's not cynicism. It's just
Zen.
it's just common
it's
sense.
pragmatism.
Common sense.
It's not...
That's good, Elis. Blooming heck, John. You got to give
It doesn't really work.
It works brilliantly.
Got to please with that.
Yeah, I would be.
Common sense.
That was superb.
Okay.
Look, he's desperate for me not to get a good
No,
radio
I'm
bell,
trying
which
to-
isn't very zen.
I'm trying to make it work in my head,
If
and it
he
does
was-
sort of work.
If he was zen, he'd have let it go. But he doesn't practice what he preaches.
Well, I have no preference, so it's neither good nor bad.
What do you mean?
It just is. Common sense.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the best thing you've ever done. That was...
It's not that good.
Elis.
Or is it? And it is at the same time.
No, I did do a good one a couple of years ago. God, that's bad, isn't it? I did say something good a couple of years ago and he belled me, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, good stuff.
Anyway, I suggested that we need to introduce Elis to more Buddhist teachings.
No, I've not heard these.
No, because you'd have no spiritual hinterland.
Zero.
Zero. And that's fine. And in many ways, Elis, that's the goal.
Yeah.
By having a spiritual experience, you realise that life is life.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, going on holiday with the kids next week, so I'll be taking ayahuasca. I'll be sick for 12 hours.
Go on then,
So
John.
do you want to hear this week's Buddhist parable?
Oh, yeah, go on then.
So this is the parable of the horse, sometimes known as the parable of the farmer.
I'm allergic to them, so we're already in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you got any Piriton?
We've not, but we've got a little bit of Zen music to play to
Okay.
get us in the mood. So should
Okay,
we
yeah.
hit him with that?
I'll turn it off.
Just right.
Yeah, I guess so. So I get a lot of comfort from this parable.
Okay.
Once upon a time, there was an old farmer who
Yeah.
had worked his crops for many years.
All right then.
One day, his horse ran away.
Did he vote leave?
No, but he didn't like the changes to inheritance tax. So he's the sort of person who says, actually, Clarkson's farm is quite good.
Okay. All right then.
I didn't mind Clarkson's farm.
Well, everyone doesn't mind Clarkson's farm.
I'm related to farmers, but I've never asked them their opinions on Clarkson's farm.
Interesting.
I might do that next time I'm back in
I
Cardiff.
bet they're not keen.
I would imagine
I
they're
don't know.
pretty keen.
I almost certainly they haven't watched it.
Once upon a time, there was an old farmer who had
Yeah.
worked his crops for many years.
Yeah.
One day, his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbours came to visit. Such bad luck, they said sympathetically. Maybe, the farmer replied.
It is bad luck, and he needs to,
Maybe, Elis.
Is that the end of it?
No.
Right.
It sounded like that.
Well, he's had a stroke of bad luck there.
Why?
Well, he either needs to buy a tractor if he can afford it, and he needs to go to his bank and he needs to get a loan for a tractor.
I think it's even more serious than that because this is pre-tractor.
Okay, well then he
pre-bank.
needs to get hold of another horse.
Maybe.
All right then.
The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 other wild horses. How wonderful, the neighbours exclaimed. Maybe,
He needs to make his mind up.
maybe, replied the old man.
Right, the guy's a Lib Dem.
The following day, His son tried to ride one of the untamed horses and was thrown off and broke his leg.
Right. Well, then he's having an absolute nightmare.
The neighbours came again to offer
If he says maybe to this guy needs to give his head a shake.
The neighbours again came to offer their sympathy on his misfortune. Maybe.
This would drive me mad. It's like people that when you ask them to do something, they go, yeah, I can do.
So he's
like, you can do.
He's in the parable age, so he won't have any access to painkillers.
No.
His poor boy's broken his leg. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's having an absolute shocker. This right at this stage now. I'm moving into a town. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to get a job in a shop because I can't handle this. It's too unpredictable living on a farm.
Maybe, answered the farmer. The day after, military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed him by. The neighbours congratulated the farmer on how well things had turned out. Maybe, said the farmer.
It's quite rude at this point. Is this all
it
he's
is
saying?
rude.
There endeth the lesson.
It is rude. So his boy's not gone to the army.
No.
But he's got a broken leg, might be hobbled for life. I mean, it's only day 2, so he's going to be in absolute agony. The discomfort is going to be horrific at this stage.
Well, they would have
We don't know how bad a break it is. If he's been thrown off a wild horse, it could be a compound fracture.
Yes, it pierced the skin.
Oh my God, he's Eduardo'd it. And he's having an absolute shocker here.
But they probably did have healing balms and herbs and acupuncture.
Give me more than a balm.
So talk us through it, John, because
I need a cast and I need morphine.
So what's the message there?
Well, there's several messages. I think the first message is...
Puff your chest up and have an opinion.
No.
Have some pride.
Well, it does relate to have no preference.
Yeah.
So by having no preference, none of those events stressed him out because neither of them were the result he wanted or didn't want, because we don't know what the sort of the final result. We never know what the end point will be.
So who told you that? Or did you just...
Buddha.
No, but I mean, how did you interpret that? Are you told that that's what the interpretation, or did you work that out from the text?
Well, it's clear that that's what it's saying.
No, what's clear to me is there's an annoying farmer from thousands of years
quite
ago
non-committal.
who doesn't deserve to have his story told.
Well, say, for example, to put it in a modern context, like...
It's roll with the punches, isn't it?
It's not
Maybe.
see them as punches.
Okay.
It's so like, say you're, say in your area where you live, there's 3 schools, 1 really good one.
There is.
2 that are really sort of below standard or getting bad Ofsted reviews.
There are.
And your kid needs to take a test to get to the good school. And they fail the test and they don't get in, right?
Right. So they go to school in special measures.
Yeah, so, and that's something that stresses an enormous amount of parents.
Yes, my
out.
daughter's 11, yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying that if the thing I don't...
If Izzy had said she's failed the test and she's going to a school in special measures, and isn't that bad? And I'd said maybe, she would have left me.
But who knows what the experience of going to a school in special measures...
Has this farmer heard of the term educated guess?
No, but who knows what that will go on to...
Yes.
What work ethic that might inspire,
Schools
the people you might meet.
Schools get turned around.
Schools get... But also...
There's a good school near me that was terrible about 15 years ago. Their head teacher's done amazingly well.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
yes, of course.
every single thing that has gone well in my life, I can trace back to an event I thought at the time was an error or a failure or a mistake.
Okay.
So, like, for example, not getting into Oxford the first time, catastrophe.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, there's no upside to that whatsoever.
No.
I had to work in a Virgin megastore and I got a gambling addiction. It was wall-to-wall bad.
Maybe.
Exactly. Because now I can know, well, if that hadn't happened...
Yeah, and you wrote a book and you monetized it.
I wouldn't have been in the year I was at uni. I wouldn't have met the people I met.
Yeah, this stuff sends me insane.
So
like
there
the
you go.
forks in the road. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what it's about. It's saying never judge an event as good or bad until you have the longer perspective. And even then you don't know. Yeah. So like your partner leaves you. Catastrophe. It's the worst heartbreak you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
10 years later, you meet the best person you ever met. Or you learn that you are so happy on your own. So no one's going to say cheer up because your partner's just left you. But what you might say is bad outcomes. We shouldn't label outcomes bad or good. It's just life happening.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
So there you go.
What about diarrhea?
Well, that's saving you from dying. Like if you've got food poisoning, it's getting poison out of your system.
Yeah, like a bit of weight loss. Yeah.
And if you hadn't done it in front of that head teacher, then maybe your daughter would have got into the good school that was wrong for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, if you've got nothing on diarrhea, it could be a bit of fun.
Yeah, feels the day. How are you
I
feeling?
think that's the second time you've said that in as many weeks.
He's got really strong opinions on the upsides of diarrhea.
What I find interesting about it is that I suppose you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready to absorb that kind of parable. So if I'd given you the parable of the farmer to read when you were 18 and you'd failed to get into Oxford the first time and you were going to work in a Virgin Megastore for a year and get a gambling addiction, I would like to know how ready you were to accept that piece of wisdom.
Very true. And I think it probably comes from experience of the. Also, the farmer's not lost any time to sort of self-criticism
Or Instagram.
or like depression or Instagram. He's not wasted any of his time. So say your horse runs away and you have like a week of just throwing your arms up and staying in bed all day and, woe is me. You probably do more damage in that time to your own self and people around you than just going, who knows?
There is one, I like it. I'm a big fan because I think it takes a lot to be like that. That's a very strong person who's managing to just roll with those circumstances.
But it's a lack of strength. It's acceptance.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
so there's going to be some houses built on a bit of green belt near us. Hannah is livid because it's going to drive the house prices down. It actually nearly meant that Lila couldn't get into the good school because the boundaries were going
But
to
what
shrink.
is the good school?
It's the one that's the fourth best comprehensive school in the country.
Yeah, but
John.
what does that mean?
It means that
She might hate it.
Well, she might do, but let me get to the point.
It might be too much stress. It might be too much pressure. It might be too big. She might have an allergic reaction to the uniform.
Okay.
You never know.
But Hannah, and I'm a bit, I don't think I'm a million miles away from that guy. I am a bit maybe at times. And Hannah's like, are you not livid about this?
Well, who's
have
that?
a bit of fury, have a bit of passion. So if you're always going, yeah, but it's going all right, it's going to be okay. That can be quite infuriating for someone else who's
funny
quite
when
passionate and fiery.
Who's that helping? It's not stopping a single brick being laid. That anger.
Well, no, she signed a petition because of her anger.
Also,
But sign the petition without the anger. You can still have opinions on stuff.
Yeah,
I think
you
what's
can.
interesting is if sometimes it can be very irritating if a loved one is not on the same emotional wavelength as you.
Yes.
Like
it
I
can
remember
be.
a friend of mine. She's lovely and she had a really lovely, extremely laid back boyfriend, like an incredibly chilled out guy. And she was very pretty, and so men would flirt with her all the time because she was attractive. And he never cared. Because he was like a proper like surf dude, and also probably inwardly quite confident. And I remember she told me when she said, "I wouldn't mind if you got a bit jealous every now and then." She wasn't going out there and soliciting him for it. It's just that it would happen because she was pretty. It was obvious what was happening, and he'd be like, "All right," and then he'd be like shaking hands with the guy, like, "Yeah, nice to meet you." She was like, "B, hate him."
Are they still together?
No,
See, maybe that reflects that actually he wasn't as invested in the relationship as she would have liked.
maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I can't say maybe now without
No,
reminding me of an old farmer who's lost his horse.
That comes back with 3 more horses.
Comes back with 3 more wild horses.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
No, not when the son's taming them before breaking his leg, which
Yeah.
keeps him out of the army.
You often say that you don't like big gifts because you've got such a small house. And one phrase you used once, which I think about all the time, is that you haven't given me a gift, you've given me a problem. Because now I need to dispose of this thing. So tomorrow, I'm going to have 100 shoeboxes of stuff sent to your house. And then when you receive it, I want the delivery driver to say, "Is this a problem, mate?" And for you to say, "Maybe."
Maybe.
I'm going to get you a big bean bag.
Maybe.
Maybe, mate. Maybe.
Yes.
Good. Well, there we go. And I think we also, I mean, if this was to turn into a feature, it's got to be called Common Zense, hasn't it, at this stage?
I think it has got to be called Common Zense.
Ring the bell again, Dave.
Go on then.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Elis James and John Robbins YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our weekly highlights.
And if you want more than just highlights, full visual episodes and loads more bonus content, including behind-the-scenes action, ad-free content, and our all-new Adventures of Elis and John series, head to patreon.com/Elis and John.
If you want to get in touch, email hello@elisandjohn.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Just search Elis and John.
Elis James and John Robbins is a significant production.